Hey friendo, Steve here. It's Wednesday night. That means it's new comic book day. It's my favorite day of the week, so I'm going to go over the new comics I got. I know I used to do this as like a strictly what's the new number ones coming out, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to tell you guys what I got, what I'm trying to keep up with. I'm like sort of hopping back into the comic book game in terms of like buying them and making them, and so you know I'm behind on some things. The first up is Tokyo Ghost number 2. This might be on number 3 by now. Hold on a second. Let me see when the date is on this. It says October. It says October 2015. They didn't have number 1, so I got to find number 1. I got to pick up number 1. I love this. I'm gonna wait actually until I've read number 1, but just the art alone from Sean Murphy is fantastic. I started reading it. It's Rick Remender, I don't know how the fuck to say his name. But I'm really fascinated by it. It's got like this great sort of, it's amazing when writers and artists can sort of build their own world and you immerse yourself within that world. And this definitely accomplishes that. Just within the first couple of pages, it does that. It works really well. So this is actually something I love books with like really cool logos. Like if you have a really cool logo, then I'll be into your book on some level. So Tokyo Ghost number 2, I got number 2. It's probably October, November, December, January, February, March. They're probably on like number 5 or 6 by now. So check this out. I'm late on a lot of things. This I think was brand new number 1. It's Army of Darkness, Furious Road, not to be confused with Fury Road, the Mad Max movie. I picked this up because, you know, it's number 1. It's got Bruce Campbell's Ash character, and it was fun. It's a really fun book. It's published by Dynamite, and it's cool. It's like set in sort of a dystopia or a post-apocalyptic future, I guess, where like, you know, the fucking whatever they're called, the infected people, whatever they're called. I don't know. I forget. I'll look it up and put it on the thing. I'll look it up and put it right here, okay? When they've taken over, and this group of people, I guess, who are in the usual Army of Darkness book, I don't know, I haven't gotten that. I just got this because it's number 1. They go and try to find Ash because he is their salvation, and he is as groovy as ever. So this is really cool. Check it out. Dynamite has some cool shit going on, but then I was flipping through this, and I was like, oh no, Smosh Comics? Blah. I'm joking. They're from Sacramento. I'm sure they're good guys. Next up this was really cool. This is like my favorite one, I think, of the week. Grimm Tales of Terror. I think this was a new one. Number 5. Let's see, when is it? This came out March 2016. This is a brand new one. I know it had like the little new this week thing at my comic book store. This was really cool. I like this. This is like, they take urban legends and stuff and they make like single issue stories out of them. And this one, it had kind of a, if you guys are familiar with the short anthology horror series VHS, which I actually like. They're so bad. Some of them are so bad, but some of them are really scary, and some are really cool, some are awful. But this kind of reminded me of that. It's about a bunch of kids who, like teenagers who are up to no good, and they go to this video, like a VHS video store that sort of appears, and they get a video and it shows their own death. And then I'm not going to spoil anything else for you, but it's really cool. It's a fun book, and it reminds me of like the Tales from the Crypt stuff from back in the day. I mean, I know they're sort of going for the old EC sort of comic where it always has like a twist at the end, but it just really reminded me of like a cool classic Tales from the Crypt episode. This is really cool. Check it out. Zenescope published it, so that was pretty cool. And finally, I've got a new number 1, The Discipline, from Peter Milligan, Leandro Fernandez, Chris Peter, and Simon Bullen. This is a cool book. I don't know where, it's going to be interesting seeing where it goes. It's sort of a supernatural, noir-ish, gothic-looking sex book. Lots of sex in this one. Lots of boobies, and there's a peen in it too. But then there's like demons who are fucking too. So it's cool, it's violent, it's gnarly, and I'm kind of interested to see where the story goes. I'm not sure if it's entirely up my alley, so I'll probably check out number 2 and see where it goes. But the artworks are really cool. It reminds me of, oh my god, the artist is on the tip of my fucking tongue. It reminds me of Eduardo Risso, the guy who's worked with Brian Azzarello, I think, on 100 Bullets. The artwork kind of reminds me of Eduardo Risso, actually a lot, and that's a good thing. That's a really good thing, because I love really good like fine line work, but then like heavy shadows. That's the dick page. I'm not going to show you the dick page. There's some boobies on that one. So anyways, I can't really show anything inside here because I might get flagged by YouTube for showing titties and dicks. Anyways, The Discipline, number 1, it's really cool. Check it out. I think this came out today. Yeah, March 2016. All right, this actually came out today. Yay me. All right, so anyways, that's it. Be sure to sub to the channel. I'll have more comics for you guys next Wednesday. If you guys have any suggestions, like anything I should be picking up, I know I don't really do a lot of Marvel and DC. They're too steeped in their own continuity for me to figure out what the fuck is going on with them. So that's just me. Anyways, be sure to subscribe, like the video, all that good shit, and we'll talk to you guys later.